Hey, it looks like we have 2 people in here already. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for the one person who liked. I appreciate you for that. Oh, y'all got computers, extra phones sitting up here. Do I need this phone? I shouldn't need the phone. Let me zoom. This kind of, hey, Chacal. How you doing, Chacal? How you doing, girl? You know, I got 50 notes here. I be scared I'm going to forget stuff, y'all. I can't depend on my memory. And I hate feeling like, dang, I wish I would have said this. I wish I would have said that. So I'm just always writing notes. And then plus y'all know I like to go get some information, get another perspective so we can learn this about everything I bring. We be learning about this stuff together, y'all. We be learning about it together. Thank you, Traquel. Thank you, girl. Thank you. I appreciate you. Oh, I hope YouTube. Traquel, cross your fingers that YouTube won't cut the live off tonight. For like the last couple of nights, it was pretty good. So hopefully it won't do it. Let me see. Hey, got my Traquel, Chris said. Let's see. I'm trying to pull up the comments on my computer so in case somebody comes in, I'll be able to see them. Hey, Blue is. Good evening. Got my mods in chat. Hey, Blue. Hey, Blue. Chris said, yes. But thank you, Chris. Thank you, girl. Thank you. Thank you. Let me see. I see that curl pie. Well, I can't do it. That was because I did one. That was only because I did one. Maybe I need to try to do like 3. I don't know. I need to see what happens in. Let me see. Chris said, hey, Blue. Iconic. Hi, Iconic. How you doing? Yes, y'all. How was y'all? What is this? Today is Tuesday, y'all. How y'all Tuesday been going? How was y'all Monday and Tuesday? I'm so mad at myself. I wanted to do the men's room last night, but I was so tired. I was like, you're not going to be no good. And I did not do it. Like, I have been neglected a man, and y'all, my percentage shows it. I was like at 60% male audience. Now I think it's down to like 30-some%. I need to bring my man back up. Let me see. Jersey girl. Hey, Jersey girl. Peace and blessings. Gamma sending Detroit love. Okay. And support. You look simply amazing, my son. Thank you, Jersey girl. I appreciate that. Hey, Philip. Philip said, oh my God. Hello, Gamma. I haven't seen a live stream in ages. Philip said in ages he ain't seen none. I'm glad you're here tonight, Philip. Let me see. Blue said, Chris, hey, boo. Jacal speaking of Bluest and Iconic. Chris said, hey, Jersey, Philip and Iconic. Hey, Saret. Saret said, hey, Gamma in chat. Blue said, come through shoulder. It's fast, tell self. Blue, don't get me started. Me and Blue be doing some stuff. Like, me and Blue be literally going out. We be getting in that mirror. Y'all don't trust me and Blue together. Don't trust me and Blue together. Let me see. Chris said, hey, Saret. Chicago speaking of Jersey and Phillip. Hey, Jeremy. Nice hair. Thank you, Jeremy. Chris laughing at Blue. Blue said, Chicago, hey, boo, Iconic. Say hi to Iconic. Yes, y'all. What was the name of this? What was the name of this live? I be forgetting. We don't have to shrink other women to feel big. That's the other. Now, of course, I want the women to be in the room, but the men need to stay. The men need to stay because they need to hear it because they may have seen some things like we see, or they might have a perspective that we need to hear on it. Like, I want the men to stay. So if they come in here, man, y'all stay here. Y'all stay here. Let me see. I kind of said, I'm tired. 1:30 a.m. to 5:45 a.m. is not enough sleep. Oh, no. You sound like the old me. I get my sleep now. That was the old me. Philip said, Gemma, you look like you're going to a fancy dinner in a really expensive dress? What, Philip? I have not been in no dinner and I don't know how long. Y'all know I'm on this weight loss journey. I ain't messing around with restaurants. I don't know. When the next time? Maybe this summer or something I go out to dinner. Let me see. Sarah said, hey, Chris and Jacal. Chris said, welcome to the channel, y'all. Please make sure y'all hit that like button. Blue said, Iconic, start getting more rest below. Exactly. Y'all get y'all rest. Oh, I don't want to be having the nerve to say nothing to nobody because y'all know I was up basically 90% of the time since 2021. But I got it together, y'all. I'm telling you, I'll lay down in that bed at like 8:30. I'll be like, okay, it's time for me to lay down. I know it's going to take a couple hours for me to go to sleep. Let me at least lay down. Let me do that part. So I've been doing good with that. Let me see. Hey, Iconic, K-Pop and Chris and Blue. Iconic said, Chris said, yes, that topic is so cute. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yes, y'all. So we're about to have this conversation. We got to get the women in the bill. How many we got in here? We got four. We got 8 people in here. We got 8 people so far. 8 people. Let's go. I need for all 8 of y'all to drop down in this chat and have an opinion about what we're talking about. Even the men that might be, if it's 8, some men in the 8, or is it 9? If it's some men in the 9, we need for y'all to come down here and have a conversation. Look at Candace over here. Candace said, hey, Gabby, you look so pretty. Thank you, Candace. I'm glad you over here, girl. We're about to have a conversation about these folks. Keep on putting these women down. We sick of this. We sick of this. Let me see. Let me see. What Sleepy Bird is saying. I know, Chris. I know you took the comment out. You look like Monique. Okay. That I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how the Stray Kids look. Usually y'all say I look like the Stray Kids. Is Monique a step up from the Stray Kids? I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, let me see. Iconic said Monday or Tuesday I work early. Okay, I got you. I got you, Iconic. Let me see. Sorette said, hey, Iconic. Chris said hi to Candice. Victoria said, hi, Victoria. How you doing? Sorette is saying hey to Candace. Blue said hey to Candace too. Chris said hey Victoria. Let's see. Sleepy Burner said not hating, laughing my ass off. Just an observation. I've been told that before. Chris probably got I don't know, Chris, why you get offended by that? I didn't take your comment out here. Chris, take it out. I'll be y'all can call me some of everything in the book. We're gonna talk about folks calling people names tonight a little bit. But I don't mind. You can say I look like whosoever, and I really don't care. So if in your eyes I look like whosoever, that's your eyes. That's your eyesight. That's your eyesight. Folks be looking like some stuff to me too. That don't mean that nothing about them. They're just my eyesight playing tricks on me and what I think they look like. So I don't mind. Let me see. I thought I had a membership. Did you, Candace? You thought you had a membership, girl. Hey, Kimar. I kind of said almost nobody is a step up from Stray Kid. Well, they say I look like Stray Kid. I done had multiple people. And I'm starting to believe that this ain't really an isolated opinion. I done had Stray Kids comment at least 5 to 10 times between both channels. These folks say I look like the Stray Kids, whatever. I ain't never stopped to look, but I look like them apparently, because more than one person said it. Let me see, girl, you look very pretty. Thank you, Candace. Thank you. Kimar Chris said hi. What's up? Kibar said, and don't you care? What you guys say? Oh, Chris don't play. right. She knows. They will get up out of here and fast. I'm surprised she didn't take them out completely. Let me see. Candace said, I did. I'll get it back when I get my laptop. Well, thank you, Candace. I appreciate that. Okay, y'all. So all the people who plan on listening in to this conversation, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button so that maybe a couple more people might come in and listen to it. And then afterwards, y'all can share it. Y'all can share it now if y'all want to. Y'all know, just try to get it out. If y'all know somebody like this, or if you know somebody who knows somebody else like this, or if you think you might be this person, like save it and just rewatch it or something. So hopefully something resonates, right? So now y'all know I have my own, I don't be trusting my own opinions about stuff. So when I bring a topic, I have my opinion, but I don't like to just stay on my opinion. I like to go get some, like, look up a subject, write down some notes, because people can resonate with other perspectives, okay? It ain't always got to be the way I think about something, and I just really enjoy a healthy debate. If you can make me change my mind about something, I'd be so amazed. I'd be so amazed, because I'd be so dead set on stuff, because I normally think about stuff real hard before I actually bring it out. And if you can say whatever you thought about was something you shouldn't have been thinking about because this is that, I'd be like, I'd be so happy to see another perspective and to even switch if I can switch. But if not, regardless, y'all know over here, all perspectives are welcome. I cannot see not one, but two, but like 5, 6, 7 different perspectives. Everybody can have it. So y'all know this is how it is over here. This is how it is. Oh, I see Black Coffee's comment. Black Coffee, you fixed. I see you. And you did have to send those super chat to do it. Okay, you two get it together. Okay, let me see. I kind of said you don't. They're Korean boys. Oh, that's what the Stray Kids is. Lord. Let me see. Hey, T1000. T1000 said, hey, got my chat. Looking beautiful, lady. Thank you, T1000. Y'all so sweet. Y'all be so sweet over here. Okay, y'all. So y'all gonna see me looking down a lot because I don't want to miss nothing. I want to make sure I get a chance to like bring up all the points I want to bring up. So first of all, I just want to say tonight we're going to be talking about something that a lot of people think, but they just don't say nothing about it. They be thinking. I think we be all thinking it. Y'all let me know. Do y'all be thinking why we got to tear each other down to make ourselves look big? Like why we got to do that? Y'all tell me in the chat. Put a thumbs up in the chat if y'all ever just stopped to wonder that. Whether you acted on it or commented about it or anything. Have you ever had the thought, why we gotta do this? Why is it that we have to tear another woman down to make ourselves feel big? That's the title, y'all. That's the title. Let me see. Blue said, rule number 1, believe in your own perspective. Get by. Yes, it is. Wait, yes. It's a great practice to listen to our perspectives. Ours may or may not change, and that's okay. Yes, that's what I love. I love the fact that I don't have to change nobody's perspective. I love when people can stand on what they believe. Like, it's so many ways that people can look at something. I can look at something and be dead set on it, and it be right for me. And the next person can look at it and their perspective can be dead right for them. And they're both, it ain't no wrong or right. It's just different perspectives. And you can leave it there. And the next third or fourth person can do it. And it still be all right. That's just how it go in life, period. That's what I think. Thanks for telling her, Iconic. Oh, about the Shrek Kids? Girl. Okay, let me see. Hey, Tea and Coffee, Iconic said, and K-Pop. T1000 speaking, everybody. And Blue is... speaking, everybody speaking. Candace said what exactly? Like, it is okay. Like, I have a problem. I can't, y'all know I've been married 3 times. I don't want no husband that's gonna agree with me about everything. One of the things I really love about, I always say I love about Saray, because what she gonna do is challenge me. And I love when she challenged me because I'm like, dang, that makes sense. Or either I'd be like, well, yeah, that might be the thing, but I think like this. And I can just leave it like that. So, like, I have people in my life, and, like, my sister, or, like, whoever, my best friend, it can be my mom or whoever. I love when I can hear another perspective because, I don't know, y'all know I love learning something. Y'all know what did you know that I love learning something? If I can learn something and learn that people actually think a certain way, I like that kind of stuff. That's my thing, healthy debates. My son was just like me. We love to have a healthy debate about something. It could go toe-to-toe for hours and still, at the end of the day, have our perspective and let them have their perspective. My son was a little bit, he always wanted to persuade people too much. I always had to tell him, you don't have to persuade nobody and think like you right. It's okay for you to keep standing on what you think and let them stand on what they think. He thinks stuff had to go his way. But let me see. Philip said, I've seen women tear each other women down. Philip, you need to, as a man, drop in these comments how you felt as a man. We need a male's perspective on that part. When you saw that, how did that make you feel? What did that make you think about that female that you saw do that? Or females? Let us know. Let us know. Let me see. Jersey said T1000. Hey, down. I grew up with 3 sisters. Oh, okay. Philip grew up with 3 sisters, and maybe it happened in the house. We're going to talk about, that's a place with the learned behavior. We're going to talk about the learned behaviors. Let me see. So I said T1000, Jersey girl. Hey, girl. Candace said, hey, Jersey girl. Jersey speaking to Blue. Blue said, I allow my students to do the same as long as they respect each other's voices. Like, what would happen in life if we all literally thought the same way? We wouldn't have the evolution of nothing because everybody would have been thinking the same way. It wouldn't have been no toilet. It wouldn't have been no sink. It wouldn't have been no doorknob. It wouldn't have been nothing if everybody was stuck thinking the same way. So that ain't even nothing fun to do. Like, I don't want to be in a room of people who think like me. Sometimes I be thinking crazy about stuff. And I be saying, yep, I think crazy about it. But yep, that's how I feel. Now, if I got 5 people in the room, y'all thinking like me, it ain't going to be safe for y'all to think like me. I need for y'all to think out the box because I can't take too much of me. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing when we do that. Let me see. Jersey said, hey, my beautiful sister, combos with Candace. Let me see. Blue is speaking to Philip. This is real talk. It is. We're about to have it. We're about to have it. Let me see. Okay. So why are women so hard on other women? Like, we're going to talk about it. So because if we're being honest, like at some point, we've seen the harshest judgment, the harshest comments, the harshest thought process and conversations. But most of the time you notice it's not from men. If you notice, you probably know very few men that do that. It's always from another woman. Let me know. Y'all let me know in the comments if y'all agree with that. I literally agree. I don't know no man, to tell you the truth, in my real life that just go in on women. I don't know. In my real life, I don't know if no man to just sit up there and go in on no female. It's always a female. And I don't see a lot of that in my real life. I've been flabbergasted with this internet because you really get a chance to see how it really go down with other people and how their thought process is and how they communicate with other people. So that's like a new thing for me. Well, not new no more because it's been some years, but this is where I see it at mostly. And so y'all probably just like me, like, where the hell does this even come from? When people live like this, they do this, y'all probably just as surprised as I am. Let me see. Candace said, I need to be around people that challenge me, yes, and make me look at stuff from a different perspective, yes. I can't trust my perspective on everything. So don't jump on my bandwagon. Let me know that it's another way to think that. Because I don't like being, I am very opinionated, but I don't like to stay like that always. And I want to learn new stuff. It might be another way of looking at something that I never thought about. Philip said, my sisters were very close. My two sisters now don't talk to each other anymore. They are very competitive towards each other. That competition. We got to get into this conversation. Candace said, I never said anything like this app before me either. I didn't even know stuff like this exists. Uh-oh. Push your stuff. Like, I always tell people, I know that me and my sister are 8 years apart. That probably has a lot to do with it. But I've never had an argument with my sister. Not when we were little, because for one, when I was born, she was 8. When she moved out at 16, pregnant, married, moved out on her own at 16, I was only 8. So we wouldn't at a age where it was like 9 and 10, and where maybe some of that stuff would have came into play. Because my daughter and my son was arguing all the time when they was little. I had to always stop them from arguing. But I've never had an argument with my sister ever. Like, it ain't never been no confusion. It ain't never been no not talking to. I don't even know nothing about that when it comes to siblings. I don't know nothing about that. But I do think it happens a little bit more with people who are closer in age. We were just so far in age. 8 years is a long time for siblings to be getting into it. Let me see. Blue said, this is such a relevant topic. Women can be so critical and judgmental, yes, with one another. They feel that there isn't enough room. Girl, you better know what I wrote on this paper already. Yes, they feel like it isn't enough room for all of us all to thrive. I cannot stand the crab in the bucket mentality. Yes, Jersey said, I never seen nothing like this before in my real life, not from my circle of men. Right, men, I just don't think men get down like that. Or if they do, it's such a small percentage. Nothing like these women. Nothing like these women. So, okay, we got to keep in mind, we're not here to bash nobody. We're not here to call nobody out. We are here to have the same safe place that I've been having in this Gamma House where people can just drop their concerns, whether it's yay or nay, or like I said, drop another perspective to say, well, you might think that, but I think it's because of this and that. And I'd be like, oh, I didn't think about that. And so I can't have a lot of expertise in it because I don't get down like that in my regular life. So in my regular life, so I ain't had a lot of experience in it. So it ain't much I could give you but what I went to go find out and said I was going to bring to us so we can have a conversation about it, okay? And I want to bring up again that it is National Women's History Month. I didn't know that because I am subscribed to Nadira's novels. I went over there and what? She is over there saying that it's National, what is it called? I never even heard of it. Where am I? National Women's History Month. So I'm like, oh, I didn't know it was nothing like that even exists. Okay, I got to make sure I do something. So I said, okay, I'm going to do something. I'm probably going to do maybe one more thing. I got one more. What was the other thing I wanted to talk about? Oh, what was the other topic? Dang, I got one more topic though, y'all. But I got one more topic. I got so much stuff that I saved that I'd be forgetting it from 1 minute to the next. But we got another topic we're going to bring before the month is out too. But we need to have these topics all the time. Like this shouldn't have to wait until the, month of it. We need to be talking about this because this is the issue. We need to talk about it and have more conversations about it, period. Let me see. Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, Philip said, I meant to say I have 3 sisters, but the 2 twin sisters don't talk to. Oh, the twins? Oh, I thought they had a special bond. Blue said they think that they won't shine because another woman is in the spotlight. It's so disgusting. What God has for me is for me and vice versa. Absolutely. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Tanya made it in. Iconic said, I don't have any sisters. I've never argued with any of my friends. Good, Iconic. Good, good, good. Let me see. Beautiful Hill said, all that hair is cute. Can you? Thank you, Tanya. I appreciate you. Let me see. Blue said, Philip, I pray they mend their relationship. Sisterhood, yes, life is shorter than we imagine. Oh, I swear it is. Jersey Girl said, we celebrate that here in Detroit. Oh, okay. Well, good. I ain't never even heard of it. I was happy to see it over there in Adiras. I was like, thank you for reminding me or let me know that it even exists. I'm doing something. Okay, so... Okay, so before we get into this, I want to say this clearly that, it's, like we said, it's a no judgment zone. So y'all drop in any thoughts that y'all have. They all safe. It don't matter what y'all think. They all safe. So we're not here to attack each other. We're here to understand and maybe even heal some things. Somebody might get healed through it. Somebody might get healed through it. Now, remember I told y'all, when I bring up subjects, and if I don't know a lot about it, I told y'all this is not my expertise because I don't be getting down like that in real life. I just go find out the information that we learn together. We learn together. So therefore, we go learn some stuff. So if it's something like we got to heal from, then that's what we're going to do tonight, okay? Okay. So like I said, I have experienced this on YouTube. I don't be caring about it, but it has, I can't say... Before YouTube, I'd be able to say, well, I never experienced stuff like that. But with YouTube, I have experienced it, right? So they gave me some experience in it. But if I was to be honest, at some point in life, we probably all have been that way. I don't care if it was when we were younger, in our teens, in our 20s, last week. At some point, somehow, on social media, in our house, on the phone, whatever, at some point, we all been like this. I think we all been like this. Y'all tell the truth. In the chat, say me. If y'all think at some point in y'all life, y'all was this person. Put it in there and be honest. Don't be lying. Don't be lying. Let me see. Jersey Girl said we celebrate that. Okay, I got that. Blue said, amen. Most of the time, I keep my opinions to myself. Okay. Tanya, T1000 said, hey, girl. Let me see. Philip said, Blue, bless you so much. Yes. Experiencing in real time hits differently. I bet. Let me see. Philip, I received that. She said, I kind of say opinions, not options. Oh, yeah. Didn't I say that? Yeah, I did. I said opinion. I got you. Okay, so whether it's through a thought, a comment, or just how we looked at another woman, right? So we just all going to be real about this. Y'all tell me in the chat. What y'all, I want y'all to be honest in the chat. Have you ever felt judged by another woman for no reason? Have you ever have you ever felt judged by a female and it really was no reason? You can't think of the reason. You don't know the reason. Maybe if they thought they had a reason. But have you ever been judged and it was like for no reason in your real life or however? It don't matter where. Have y'all ever had that happen to y'all? Chris said, okay, I'm back. Chris says she has had that. Sorette has had that. Tanya said, yes, she's had that, being judged, and you don't even know why. You don't even know why. That people, Jersey Girl say, yes, 100. Yes. Candace said, yes. I kind of, yes. Is this something? And you don't even know the reason. But we ain't going to say it wasn't no reason. We going to say no reason to our knowledge. They ain't communicate what the reason was, right? But maybe they had 2,000 say, yep. Maybe they had a reason. I don't know. But you can go around and be criticized and ridiculed and not even know the reason. Not even know the reason. So we're going to talk about why this happens because it's deeper. It's deeper than people just being mean, y'all. Like some people say, well, probably because they got a mean spirit. Probably because they demonic. Probably because of whatever. We're going to talk about why these things happen. Hey, Abrielle. Hey, Abrielle. I was looking at your baby mama content today. Let me see. Blue said, absolutely. However, their reasoning is the way I carry myself, my character, the way others perceive us, or my accomplishments. Okay. I don't care why. That's their issue, right? But we're going to talk about, but the thing about it, like, I know I always say, I don't care, but I know I know people personally, and I know people on the internet who really do care. So we're going to put this information out there for the people who do care. or thought they didn't care, find out that they care, whatever it is, and they didn't care last week, but now this week they feeling something and they do care. We'll talk to them to help them, like we said, try to heal that hurt that they might have. Philip said, I had no problems with women judging me growing up. Okay. Abrielle, thank you for the flow to heart, girl. Chris said, hey, Abrielle. Thanks for another flow to heart. I appreciate you. And another one, thank you, girl. Let me see. Breaking generational curse. Sis said, hello, everyone. Yes, I was judged by a coworker wife. She thought I liked her husband because her husband apparently was trying to make her jealous and told her that told her that, and she came to job talk one-on-one. She came to you to talk one-on-one? What? Now that's crazy at your job. Jersey Girl said probably because they don't know what real love looks like when it comes to sisterhood. Okay, Jersey Girl. Exactly. Abrielle said, Grandma, you look so good. Thank you, Abrielle. I appreciate you, girl. I kind of said my cousin wife said y'all, we gonna hope YouTube they just cut it off and let me get back in. YouTube, let us get through this conversation. Okay? Oh, let me see. My cousin's wife said I had no personality, no individual personality. What? Blue said beautifully, it is really their problem. I'd be lying if I said it hasn't bothered me. Right. Some people, like, even if they feel it could be a person. Like, I might not be bothered by 90% of the people, but then what if it's a 10% of the people out there that I would be bothered about? I don't know. Like, I don't know. Does it mean something coming from different people? Like, does it have to be somebody that you know in your real life before you bother, or what? Beautifully Hill said, right, Jersey Girl. Abrielle said, that's true. Tanya said, Blue, I guess because mine started at home and made my skin thick so I could care less what anyone on the street feels. Now, that's a word. Jersey Girl said they acknowledge what they never experienced. Okay. Philip said mothers seem to be. Okay. Mothers seem to be judgmental towards other mothers on how they raise their children. Y'all, I love when y'all read my notes. Hey, Cody. We're talking about why women tear other women down to make themselves feel big. Abrielle said, girls have always been mean to me, so I'm used to it now. Wow. Some of us have been in environments that thicken our skin for it. I wasn't in no environment that thickened my skin, but my parents and my family stayed on me, period. They didn't even stay on me. It was just like unspoken. So I don't know. I never really had that problem. But I don't know. Like I said, I experienced it here. So now I can say, oh, at least I experienced it, y'all. Let me see. Blue said, because the issues have arrived in my life, it caused me to enforce strict boundaries. Yes, and keep it cute and professional in workspaces. Okay? It teach you something. Let me see. They can't acknowledge. Chris said, definitely depends on who it is. Who's coming from you, right? If it's a stranger, no, right? That's what I'm thinking. I don't have people in my real life doing that. So if you're not in my real life, you're going to be so close to a stranger that why would I acknowledge something that a stranger said to me? Like, I don't deem that important in my life for me to care about it. Let me see. Okay, Blue said occurred. Okay, occurred. Okay, I got you. Abrielle said, yes, and that's why I've never been a mean girl. I'm a girl's girl, and I love women. Yes, and my sister has always been, like, since I was a little girl, y'all. I'm not little girl, but since I've been, like, 17, 18, my mother and my sister have taken me to, I don't know how many. We traveled to go to women's conferences and to inspire, uplift, and encourage. That's what I grew up in that. My sister is her whole business is to uplift women. That's what she did so many retreats, and I was always there at all ages to help her in some kind of capacity. So I grew up in that. So that's all I really know about in real life. That's all I thought women did with each other until I got here, y'all. I didn't have nobody just ridiculing. It was always trying to encourage somebody. So it's a new thing. But some people go through this in their real life. So we want to give them some pointers on how they can deal with that. Let me see. Okay, Akane. Let me see. How did everyone come in interested? Me too, Abrielle. I love to see other people with me too. Like anybody who know my personality, they know. Don't tell her you want to do nothing. Just don't tell her because she gonna get on your nerves. Don't tell her what your goals are because she gonna get on your nerves. That's what my personality does. Don't tell if it's something you want but you don't really want to start now. Just don't tell me because I will get on your nerves about it. And I'll be trying to do it. Just that soon as you tell me something, my mind go to thinking about your personality, how this could work, what would be a good idea. Let me help you with that. So I mean, sometimes, a lot of times I have to stop and mind my own business because just because somebody say something don't mean they want my input. I've been working on that for some years now, y'all. Let me see. Yes, Ambria definitely is a girl's girl. Yes, she is. We love Ambi. Let me see. Me too, Ambria. I love to see other people win. Yes. Blue said, Ambria, come on. Oh, why y'all give me that? Give me my chat back. Ugh. That's what I get for thumping on the screen. Hold on, y'all. Oh, shoot. Let's see. You don't give me the comments? Oh, good. Okay. Blue said, Abria, I've always been a black feminist, but some women will make you change your tune. Exactly. It'll make you think of stuff different. Like, I was like this. I'm going to stop doing that because I can't take that chance no more, right? Something like that. Everyone says, sure is. Yes. Let me see. Blue said, type of, yeah, I got you, Blue. Chris said, everyone needs a friend like that. Yes, they do. To tell them the truth. Tell me the truth. Let me see. Beautiful Hill said, yes, these YouTube streets reckless, and I truly feel sorry for some of them because who never YouTube, you can keep on going because I'm still gonna come live. I'm still gonna either resume the live or I'm coming back live. So you might as well go keep messing with somebody else's live. Let me see for some of them. Okay, yes, these YouTube streets are reckless, and I truly feel sorry for some of them because who never loved you, and if they didn't, why you're not over it at this big age? Like, right? Like, but hopefully after I finish this, if it's one person in here that don't know why, because some people don't be knowing why. Thank you for the 100 times 2, Abrielle. Some people don't even be knowing why. Some people literally, they don't know why. So it says, sounds like you killed, but you never get on my nerves because I see your purpose. Yes, yes. But see, Sarette says she learned. Look, let me not tell her because she going to be getting on my nerves and I don't feel like hearing that. Let me see. You two be tripping. Yes. Abrielle, thanks for those jewels. I appreciate you for that 3 times. Blue said, that's right, Gamma. Put your foot down on YouTube. Yes. Okay, yeah, they better stop. They better stop. Okay, so we're going to talk about why these things happen. One of the things is insecurity and comparison, right? A lot of times it comes from insecurity. And I ain't talking about like in a disrespectful way, but like in a real way. Insecurity. Some people have insecurities that they're ashamed of. Some people have insecurities that they didn't even realize they were insecure. They didn't even realize it. So how could they feel bad about it? They didn't even know. Thank you, Chico Stick. I appreciate you, Chico Stick. Let me see. Blue said, oh, let me see. Okay, I got that. Definitely insecurity. Yes. Insecurities and comparisons. Okay. So, because when someone doesn't feel good about themselves, it's easier to point the finger at someone else, something about them. It's easier to do that if you have insecurities about yourself. Like, if I'm struggling with how I look, I might be quick to notice it about you. Like, y'all notice how fat people always call fat people fat? Or people, bald head people want to call people bald head. Like, they start picking up the same very issue that they have and start calling somebody else that. You're looking like, you get confused, but it's because people will point at you. They'll point out your insecurities quicker than they will their own and to deflect theirs onto you. They will do it. They'll do it. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure y'all hit the like button and feel free to drop down to the chat. Yes. Let me see. Beauty Hill said, God made all of us perfectly imperfect. Like, I ain't seen one yet. Y'all find the perfect person. Show me. I ain't found one yet. I don't be expecting for nobody else to be perfect, and I don't expect to be perfect. And then it ends there. Okay? I don't know why people think that people are supposed to be perfect. If they was perfect, what you have to talk about? Who you gonna get? You better hope. You better be glad that God didn't make everybody perfect. Let me see. Candace said, that's right. You better teach on this Tuesday evening, girl. Okay, Candace, you okay? All right, so, okay. So when they do things like that, it's not because you did anything. You ain't did nothing, but it's because of how they feel about themselves. You sit there thinking like, what I do to that person? You ain't did nothing. You ain't did nothing. You ain't did a thing. Most of the time. I don't know. Some people could do some things. But most of the time, you ain't did nothing. They just trying to work through their struggles and you the target. That's it. That's it. That's all. Let me see. Blue said, Candace, her examples made me chuckle. Oh, it was like how I said it with the name calling. Like, yes. Okay, so another reason is because of that learned behavior. The learned behavior. Some of this, we were taught this at some point. It could be at home, at school, at work, or in the street, or whatever. Whatever. We have learned this behavior. Some women grew up in environments where women competed, they compared, it was jealousy, right? And they weren't in an environment to watch anybody uplift other women. So they might not even know this exists, y'all. Some people probably never even seen it exist. They just live day to day. And if they weren't coming at somebody, they still didn't take the time to uplift the next person. And let's not, okay, I gotta say this, because everybody don't have the personality to be sitting up there trying to uplift nobody. Like, everybody ain't real talkative. Like, I know I yap a lot, but some people are quiet in their own right. That's their personality. So they not try to uplift themselves. They try to uplift nobody else. They're just quiet people. So you wouldn't expect a lot out of people who just don't communicate in that way. But if your mouth is big anyways, you talking, you out there anyways, the least you can do is try to uplift somebody. Okay? And then if you don't uplift them, what's the thing you can do? Let me see if y'all thinking like me. If you don't feel like you want to uplift them, what's another thing you can do? I'm gonna wait for y'all to tell me. Let me see. Chris said, definitely a reflection of themselves. Most of the time, yes. And Brielle said, yes, so that's all they know. It could be all they know. And you looking like you should have better sense of this. You should be this age, you should know better. But no, if they were never experienced in that area, they really don't know. Honestly, they don't know. We're expecting a lot out of somebody and they don't know. Okay, let me see. Black Coffee said, hey, goodbye, Chad. Yeah, you can't come in. I saw your, Black Coffee, I saw your comment here already. I said when you dropped it, I was like, I can see your comment. Or they let one of them through at least, unless you said some other stuff and I can't see it. Convos with Candace said, laughing at Blue. Blue said, and sometimes I believe it's just in them as a person. Right. And then that's when it goes to the other lives I've done about how we have to allow people to be the people they are. Everybody is not going to think like you. Some people are going to be that person. We can't stop that. Ain't nothing we can do about that. Thank you again for Black Coffee for that $2 super chat. Let me see. Thank you, Chris. Chris said it. Thank you, Sared. You said it. And Brielle said it. Yes. They can shut the fuck up. They can shut their mouths. They can just hush. Exactly. Candace said, don't have nothing nice to say. Don't say nothing. That's the choice. You ain't got to be up here uplifting. No, you ain't never got to say you beautiful. You ain't never got to say you smart. You ain't never got to say you funny. But you can choose to say nothing. That's real easy. That's even easier. You ain't got to waste your breath. So it ain't like I'm saying, be out here, uplift, say this, say this. Stop saying that. No, you don't have to say anything. That'd be a choice. Well, let's make it 3 choices because sometimes people thought it was 2. Either you do or don't. We're going to say either you do or don't or say nothing. Okay, like you do uplift them, you don't say nothing, or is it 2? It's still 2. Still 2. Do or don't. Do or don't do it. You got the choice. You got the choice. We're not going to make it seem like everybody should be doing it. Okay, let me see. Chris, we see each other, boo? Let me see. Oh, wait, what y'all said? Yes. Chris said, yes, we can see you, Black Coffee. Right. I wonder, Black Coffee, put another comment in here because I seen the one. I haven't seen no more since that one. Let me see. So we here. Chris said, we here. Philip said, if I can't find something nice to say about somebody, I don't say nothing at all. Candace, my grandmother used to say that. Yes. I always tell people, remember I called my mother that time, was like, because I was talking about that a little bit. And I was like, Ma, have you ever like got into an argument with somebody? Other than my father, I never seen my mother get in an argument with nobody. So I'm looking like, did you do it at school? She's like, no. Did you do it with your sisters and brothers? No. I was like, that's weird. But I was like, my daughter is just like her. Because unless somebody just makes my daughter mad and she want to fight, she don't do the name. I ain't never heard this girl say, and this person is this. I ain't never heard my daughter name call. Now, me and my son will get with it. But my daughter and my mother, I've never heard that. Really, my sister either. Like, they just don't name call. So that I'm not just used to that. Everybody really don't do that. Now, I got some cousins that do it, don't stop. will have you dying, laughing, everything else. But I'm just saying, those people who are close to me actually are people in my life that don't even do it at all. I ain't never seen them do it at all. My sister, my daughter, or my mom. Let me see. Sometimes it's not even about what you say. It's the way you say what you say. Delivery is everything. The way you say something is going to make the difference in everything. Blue said, honey, I have become so unbothered. Right. If my presence makes one uncomfortable, it has nothing to do with me. Yes, release that. Release that. Candace said, Bria, I just had to tell my daughter that. Okay. Let her know. Let her know. Blue said, Candace, preach now. Chris said, that's true, Candace. I can detect an attitude even through text. Yes. Don't all caps me. Did you hear the attitude? Let me see. Saret said, get my servant looks this evening. Saret, girl. Blue said, Chris, they better check the tone. She said, they better check their tone. And Brielle said, that's what I said, Saret. Thank y'all. Hey, chill, Will. How you doing? Hello, Gabby. I love the topic. Good, good. Drop down and get in it with us. She looks so pretty. Thank you, Abby. Jewel said, happy Tuesday, y'all. Taya said, that used to be my problem. My delivery was horrible. Oh, I had to work on that too. Because y'all know, anybody who know me, y'all know these facial expressions. I had them all my life. And people used to always say, it's your facial expression. Their husbands really said it. It's your facial expressions. That's what I can't get with. It's the facial expression. Because if I think something used to, I've got better though. I gotta ask my people. I think I got better because I've been trying to control it more. But those facial expressions will get you. You can say whatever you want to say out of your mouth, but the facial expressions go get it every time. You do look pretty good, my thank you, Chill. Thank you, thank you. Jersey Girl said this conversation is lit. You ordered something, Gabby? Yes, yes. Let me see. Beautiful Hills said, still at times, but I try to catch. Yeah, when you get older, you can, like, when I was younger, I probably didn't want to recognize my flaws. But when you get older, you're more susceptible to, like, being a better version of you. So when people tell you stuff, you want to look at it and make a change if it's necessary, right? That's just what you do the older you get. That's why that's why they say you get better with time. That's why. Let me see. Bye, Gabba. Talk about the husband. You know I gotta bring them up. You know I gotta bring them up. So as said, Taya, you are still a work in progress. Says, yeah, we all are. We all are. Taya said, mine was facial expressions too. Yes, I can't, but I'm better now, y'all. I'm better. Okay, so. Okay, we talked about it could be because of the environment they grew up, that was where they had to compete, compare, jealousy, and all that kind of stuff, right? Okay, so they kind of like carried that over into their adulthood, and sometimes not even realizing that they're doing it. They're just doing what they know. They just doing what they've been doing. They've been doing what everybody else around them been doing, right? So another thing is, why they hiding, Lady T? Hey, Lady T. But let me see. She will said, hurt people, that's not healed. Right. I mean that in many ways. Okay. Sweat said, please share this live if you are able. This is great information. Hey, Lady T said, hey, got my everyone. I'm outside and I can't stay. I had to drop down and see this beautiful woman here. Thank you. Thank you so much, Lady T. She said, Gamma, you looking delicious, girl. Oh, you better say that. You better say that. She said, love y'all. Share and check replay. Okay, thank you, Lady T. I appreciate you. Chico Sticks said, wow, my teen daughters and I was just talking about this drama in her friend group. See? Like, we be having these conversations in other areas, y'all. We gonna learn how to, like, help ourselves or help somebody through it, hopefully, by the end of it. Hey, Lady T, Christopher said, Jersey Girl said, I'm not trying to change that. It's written all over my face every time. You don't want to change it. You like, look at my face so you know what's up. Let me see. Blue said, hey, Tabby. Abrielle said, hey to Lady T, dropping those brown hearts for her. Philip said, my sisters always used to ask me, does my bub look big? Oh, does my bub look big? And this, when I'm trying on clothes, I always used to lie and say, yes, Lord. Okay. Let me see. Jersey Girl said, yes. Okay, T-Lo. Hey, T-Lo. T-Lo was in here. She said, hey, Miles in chat. Saret said, hey, T-Lo. Trakel, thank you for the two jewels. I appreciate you for that. Okay. So the learned behavior, we talked about the learned behavior. So how literally they can take that into their adulthood. Sometimes they know exactly what the hell they're doing. But other times, they could not even be realizing that they're doing it, right? Okay, so this next one is scarcity mindset. Thank you, Trakel, for those 2 jewels and 10 jewels that float hard. Thank you. That scarcity mindset. Somebody mentioned that earlier, right? When it's an idea of there's not enough for everybody. It's not enough attention. It's not enough success. It's not enough love, right? That's what they think. It's that scarcity mindset, right? So it turns to, and this is what it turns into. Well, if she winning, that means I got to be losing. That's the mentality it is, y'all. It ain't, in their brain, it ain't room for more than one person to win. And if in my mind, I'm winning, and if I see somebody else doing something that I'm paying attention to, that means that I got to be losing. Automatically, they just want to dumb that down to their loser, and that's not a fact. That's not a fact. Thank you, Black Coffee, for that. 80 Jules, thank you. I appreciate you for that. Thank you, thank you. So that's what it turns into, and that's just not true. It's not true, y'all. Y'all know that's not true. I think most of the people here know that it's not true. But if you thought it was true, it ain't true. It don't go down like that. Woo, girl, Gamma, you better talk. We better talk. Y'all talking some stuff in here too. We better talk. Thank you, T-Lo, for the 10 jewels. Okay, the next reason is projection. When the projection be real, y'all. Sometimes when people criticize others, they're struggling with themselves. So that projection be real. That projection be real, for real. Let me see. Okay, that's when it does not have anything to do with you and everything to do with what's going on inside of them. You sit up there trying to wonder. That's why don't bother yourself wondering if it's you. Don't worry about it. Because while you trying to figure out what you did wrong, why they get that from you is a whole struggle they have it inside them. You didn't waste all your time. Don't waste your time thinking about nothing like that. Let me see. With that mindset, they will always lose. Whatever you thinking, I'm not gonna shout nobody out on my channel because they might get one more viewer, and that viewer, you know how people think that. Some people think that YouTube gave us one subscriber. Like each one of y'all can only subscribe to one channel. All y'all just get one channel to subscribe to. You can have, I don't know. I don't even know if it's a limit of subscribers some channels you can be subscribed to. It could be thousands, but they feel like I'm not going to do it because you may take the subscriber away. Like it's only one that they can have or something. Or like if you're on a job, they don't want to say nothing good about you in your position because wait, if the higher position comes up, I don't want to better said something about that person because I wouldn't be able to get it. Not knowing, like, I think it was Blue, if I'm not mistaken. What's for you is for you. Whoever said that, I forget who it was. What's for you is for you. It ain't got nothing to do with if you tell them about how good they are in that position. It ain't got nothing to do with that, okay? If it's meant for them, they gonna have it. If it's meant for you, you gonna have it. Ain't nothing nobody can do about it. Nothing nobody can do about it. Let me see. Let's see. Jersey Girl said that was in our women's day line. Okay, Jersey Girl. Let me see. Soraya said 100. Abrielle said, if you're enjoying the conversation, please double tap the screen and give us a like. Thank you, Abrielle. Jersey Girl said 100. Let me see. Candace said, girl, when folks think about me, ain't my business. I'm so unbothered. Yes, y'all, we got to start minding our own business. When we be too tuned in to what people think about us, that means you ain't minding your own business. That means you get in somebody else's business. So we got to start minding our own business, okay? That ain't your business. Stop getting so mad when people feel a certain way because you can't stay out of their business. Man, we got to, y'all know when they say about the pointing fingers, how many pointing at us. So like when you start pointing and want to say this person is this or that, you got to like redirect that. Redirect that energy first and then see what you get. Let me see. Jersey Girl said, speak. Chris said 100. She shouted 100. Let me see. Blue said, ladies, you should also move in silence. Never let another being know your moves or career goals. Okay. Exactly. Because you don't know who they're for the wrong reasons, right? That's sad. That's sad. But it's true. It's sad but true. You were absolutely right about that. Blue, exactly. Absolutely, Chris said. Hey, in the safe zone. How you doing in the safe zone? Hey, Gamma. Hey, Chad. Great. Topic. Thank you in the safe zone. I appreciate you, girl. Let me see. In the safe zone. Abrielle said, I had to learn that, Blue. Yes, you have to learn that because you don't know. It's so many people praying against you. Like, we used to have a little bit of control over it before social media. But social media opens up to so many people that we ain't got that kind of control over the situation no more. So it's like, keep your stuff to you and the few that you trust, and don't be thinking you can blurt out of your mouth everything that you plan on doing. Don't think you can do that or you're going to be, let me see. T1000, thank you so much for the $1.99. I appreciate you for that. Let me see. Everybody said hi to in a safe zone. Chris Blue, Candace, and Jersey Girl said Convos with Candace. Boom. 100, 100, 100. Yes. Chris said, right, that's their business. Yeah, that's their business. They got it. They got it. Blues said, Abriel, me too. I learned the hard way. Yes. Thank you, Tanya, for that $9.99. Y'all like it. Y'all like it. Tanya said, okay, you know, your girl don't sit down. Have a good night. Still listen. Okay, Tanya, thanks for stepping in. Let me see. Celeste said, yes, I have to mind my business a lot more. Yes, mind your business. You ain't got to worry about that. You ain't got to worry if you mind your business. Abriel said, Tanya, don't start. She said it's only 8 p.m. Let's see. In the safe zone, speaking to everybody. Abriel said, right, so I learned people can't attack what they don't know. Exactly. Candace said, surrenders, you better stay out of them all folks' business, child. They will figure it out or not. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So, we talked about sometimes we know that the people will criticize what they're struggling with within themselves, right? Within themselves. They got Melissa D. Hey, Melissa D. She said, I've been listening, and you know I'm waving my hands. Okay. All right. I see you over here. I see you. That's why I'm over here and get your big ass up so I can be able to see you, girl. I see you. I see you. And a member for 5 months. 5 months. Thank you, Melissa. Okay. So which one do y'all think, like once y'all think about it, which one do y'all think is the biggest reason? We talked about insecurities and comparison, learned behaviors, and scarcity mindset. Which one do y'all think is the biggest reason people are like that? Which one would y'all pick? Would y'all think it's the insecurities and comparison? Do you think it's like the learned behavior? Or do you think it's the scarcity mindset? Drop in the comments which one y'all think. That part, Candace said. Which one do y'all think? Sarette said, Melissa said, you better speak. Yep, I see her. I see her. Oh, I can't see the but I see. Oh, is she speaking in a, why would I be able to see that? Hold on. Is she speaking outside of this milestone? Let me do something. Y'all dropping which one y'all think it is? Go over to here. Which one do y'all think it is? A learned behavior, insecurities and comparison, or a scarcity mindset? Which one y'all think? Okay, let me go to this live. It's Grandma's World. See if I can. Oh, now I see her. Do I see her over here? I see her over here. I see her over here. Yep, she said Sarette. Okay, I see her. Okay, let me see. Abriel said mindset. She thinks mindset. You know, I believe everything starts with the mindset. Okay. Candace says, I'm stuck between insecurities and learned behavior. Because it can be more than one. People can learn that behavior and have it based on a scarcity mindset. And it can be like vice versa between the three. So that's true. All of the above. So let's say all of the above. I can see that. I can definitely see that. Blue said, see all of the above. Right. Right. Because once you think about it, would it take like a little bit of all of it to create a person like that? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. But we've seen it all. We know we all can agree that we've seen it all, right? So women getting judged for how they look. She thinks she cute. She picking up like picking apart another woman's body. Like a lot of times I be thinking I want a side eye. If you looking so hard at a woman's body, like come on now. Like if you looking so hard, everybody's probably just gonna look at a being if they're looking at somebody. But when you looking so hard that you can pick apart every little thing, I don't know. Let me see. Melissa said mindset, because just as you learn, you can also unlearn bad behaviors. Exactly. Exactly. That mindset is going to override those insecurities, those comparisons, that other learned behavior. I get that. That scarcity. Yes. Abriel said, yes, I wanted to say learn behavior, but I feel we have to want to change. Absolutely. Because if we don't want to change, ain't nothing shaking. Ain't nothing shaking. Oh, that's just That's just the thing, because what we do, we have judgment over motherhood. She shouldn't be doing this. She should be doing that over motherhood, over relationships, who they with, who they not with. It's just always something. And Lord, we know social media is the biggest one. Social media is the biggest one because now everybody is comparing their life to somebody else's highlight. So if you see this couple going on a date, you just assume this is what they do. That could have been their first date this year. But you assume they this kind of couple. Or if somebody bought this house, you just assume that they got to have it going on. They could have signed up for every damn program they had to do first homeowners, first time homeowners grants, anything. But we just look and assume and want to live in somebody else's highlight. That's their highlight. When you see them cooking a meal, like, y'all gotta know, when y'all see me on Get Your Big Ass Up, when y'all see all the dishes that I don't never really get a chance to use, trust and believe. Now, sometimes I believe in my mindset now, like, I need to make this food look good so I can want to eat healthy. But at least half the time I grab a paper plate. They don't be those dishes. So you look at people and highlight something, and you look at their highlights and perceive that to be their normal everyday life all the time. And it could be, but I'm just saying, you don't know that, and it could very much be a highlight on social media. What you do, take that, soak it up, and then want to either ridicule or become that person, do whatever with a highlight. We got to stop that with social media. We got to stop that. Let me see. Let me see. I said, Embryo said, okay. Suret says some people are just too old for me to have hope for. Well, we got to think that anybody could change, but the older you get, the harder it's probably going to be to switch those ways up, right? Unless you, like we said, when you're older, you are willing to change because you want the best version of you. But then that goes back to what Embryo said. You got to want to make that change. You gotta want to make that change. Thank you, Chico Stick. Chico Stick became a sip. You better do that. Where's my bill, y'all? Y'all know I usually have my bill. I don't know what I do with the bill. Thank you so much for becoming a member, Chico Stick. So that said, okay, I'll take that back. Blue said, they judge your body, your car, her spouse, her degrees, her friendships. Y'all, that's too much. That's what another part of getting in. Mind your own business. That's too far. That's too far. Let me see. Brianna said, yes, Melissa, I feel like it starts with you changing. But I can see other reasons too. Yes. Philip said, I have a really close female friend. She's very beautiful, but she's struggling, feeling ugly all the time because of what other women told her when she was younger. People will mess you up. That's why I thank God for whatever my mother, because I don't remember them like beating that in me. I just grew up with it. But some people struggle with, it could be anything, y'all. Like, it could be the way their eyebrows was, the way their lips are, the way their cheekbones. And kids are so cruel, they will fixate on that one thing to make themselves feel better, even as kids. And then you grow up with the insecurity, and it carries you for the rest of your life if you can't get out of it. Let me see. Melissa says to Red, yep, nothing but an old fool. Exactly. And Brielle said, Melissa, you know that's get my word. Yeah, you know, y'all see, I felt that old fool. Y'all know I want to call somebody a fool in a minute now. I always want to call somebody a fool. Let me see. Candace said, Melissa and Brielle, that made me rethink my answer, because what we do over here, have different perspectives that we can either turn to agree or be able to understand a different perspective and enjoy having different perspectives, right? Let me see. Melissa and Brielle, that made me rethink my answer. Good. Okay, Candace. Blue said exactly that. They judge and don't know all the hell it took to get what you have. It could have came easy, but what if you went through hell to get it? Like, what in the world? What in the world? Gabrielle said, Gamma, love to say, talking like a fool. Love to say, don't be talking like no fool, because I'm going to point out that you're talking like a fool. For sure. Don't be talking like a fool, y'all. Let me see. Acting like a fool and looking like a fool. You better say that, Abby. Gabrielle said, Candace, I was torn at first too, but girl, I'm always talking about mindset. Yes, because everything starts there. Everything ends there. Absolutely. Okay. So I want to ask y'all something. What's something you have personally been judged for, or something you've seen happen? Like something that you've been personally judged for, or something somebody else you've seen be judged for? What name something if y'all want to put it in the chat? Y'all can put that in there. And while y'all putting that in there, we are going to talk about solutions. Y'all know I can't stand having no topic if it ain't going to end in no solution. Like because we all can talk about the not so good aspect of any topic, right? I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. But if we don't bring it in with no solution, I be feeling lost. I be feeling incomplete. I be feeling like, what was the point? So I always got to get the solutions, because it could be us. It could be somebody we know. It could be something we could share with somebody later. We need to have solutions, y'all. We need to have solutions because we need to be able to share those solutions, okay? Let me see. Let me see. That's right. Blue Candace said, please hit the like button if you're enjoying the conversation. Brielle said, it's so many layers to this great topic. It is, Blue. It's like forever. It's like forever. That's why we can bring up more pieces to the puzzle later. But like all in all, we are going to like leave this here, so don't be too much. It might be some things that we could really work on. We could really observe in others and help in that way and do it like step by step, so we'll get overwhelmed, okay? Definitely Blue. Abrielle said yes. Hey, Kaylin. Okay, so let's talk. Let me see. Did y'all talk about anything? Did y'all drop anything? Nobody want to drop anything? Elegant. Hey, Chef. How you doing, Chef? How you doing, girl? I was on your journey and seeing your cakes and stuff that you made the other day. I was like, you ain't get ready to tip me with no cake. I don't trust. Well, I did have an opportunity to eat a little piece of cake, but I don't trust me yet. And I don't know how to bake no cake. You probably a baker. I don't know how to bake anyways. Okay, let me see. But thanks for coming in, Chef. Candace said, off top, people always think I'm mean until they get to know me. I'm just no nonsense and stand on business and boundaries. Yes, Candace. Me and Candace are a lot alike. Because the things she said, I'm like, dang, yes, that's my story. Yes, that's my story. We're all, and I didn't, as much as I laugh and smile all the time, if people don't get to know me, otherwise when I'm talking about serious stuff, I'm normally serious. So not as much now, but I was younger. People used to always call me mean. I used to be like, why do they think I'm mean? I have so many people that will come and say, I used to think you was this, but now I think this. Like, they came and told me. They always feel like they come and tell me. They don't just leave it like that. They come and tell me, you know what? I thought you was this, but then this and that. So that is a thing. That hasn't been my thing in my real life in like years now, probably like a decade or so. But I used to always have people saying that. I was like, why do people think that? But y'all know that's those facial expressions. My facial expressions will kill the city. So I think that was a lot about it. But I've been improving with that. I've been improving. Let me see. Suresh said my face, but little do they know I have enough self-esteem that I could share some with that person. Exactly. We'll have before I want to have another topic, y'all. Y'all know I got the other topic that I can't remember that I said I was gonna do first, and I ended up wanting to do this one. But I want to have another one on confidence, y'all. Like, I want to have a real good one on confidence, because I be needing for all women to have confidence, y'all. I get so hyped up with that. That's why I just be so, like, when I had the I'm gonna get off topic for 1 second. When I had the like makeup thing, and I was like, we're gonna get on here. We're going to have our bare face. We're going to put the makeup on together. Ain't nobody an expert in makeup. I was just like, we're going to play in the makeup. But I had so many people who was thinking, no, I don't want to get on this internet and show my face, that people going to be screenshotting. And I was like, okay, then I have to cancel it. Nobody signed up for it. But I just was like hurt that people would even give a damn. I'm like, who gives a? What somebody think? Like, screenshot it. It's me. Like, you ain't lying on me, right? You ain't add nothing, right? It's me. So I don't care how crazy you think I look, or you can spread it around the world. It's me. And long as it's me, why would I care? I'm not never going to be ashamed of me. So I don't get that. I don't get that. So that was very not hurtful to me, but I was like feeling hurt for the people who had to think about that and make the decision based on that, and not just come and have a girls' day that was fun and just do something. We're gonna be on Zoom. We weren't even gonna be out here, but just scared that the person who comes is there to do a screenshot. I'm like, you got to really give it down for that, because I just really don't care. I be coming on here. I done been on here in my pajamas. I done stripped face, did a facial. I don't be caring about stuff like that. We all gotta learn not to care, because somebody gonna have something to say about somebody always. We don't get away from that. Ain't no way to get away from that. Let me see. Okay, hold on. I'm always thinking boundaries. Red said my face. Okay. Blue said, I was judged for simply being who I am, the outgoing, energetic light in the room. Wow, and only people who would be upset about that is the people who see your shine. That's it. Let me see. You look so pretty. Thank you, Chef. I appreciate you for that. Let me see. Sylvester, hey, Caitlin Boo. Chef said, hey, y'all. Hey, Chris. She said, people thought I was stuck up in school. Yeah, people think you was stuck up for fast. I'm like, where you getting that from? Why you, like, don't be projecting stuff on me that you ain't solidified, verified on me. Let me see. Chef said, hey, Serenus. Everybody said, yeah, they called me mean too. And I'm not. Why people do that? Same here. Okay, that just must be a thing. Okay, now I feel better. I feel better because that must just be a thing. Because I used to be thinking, like, why y'all thinking that? Okay, hey, Rita Williams. Rita Williams said, hey, get mine, chat. How you doing, Rita? Let me see. Sweat said, hey, Chef. Philip said, my facial expressions will kill the city. Like, for real, they get bad. Especially if you get on my nerves and be like, these eyebrows and these frowns in my face, honey. Let me see. Hey, Tasha. Hey, my grandma. Chat her. Hey, Tasha. Tasha had some cute pictures on her wall the other day, y'all. Had her hair done, had her little pixie cut done, posing, looking too cute. Okay, let me see. Abrielle said, you should do a confidence. You should do confidence and insecurities. Yes. Well, I think we did it before, but like, you know how YouTube is. Like, you have new people coming in. It's like a revolving door. So it's time to do it again. It's time to do it again. Type in confidence and go back to It's Grandma's World if y'all want to see the one I already did. If not, we're going to have another one. We're going to have another one. Thank you, Chef, for that 80 jewels. Thank you. Thank you. Blue said, those husbands told you. Now, Grandma, yes, they did. They did. They did. I ain't paid no attention, but they did. They tried. Okay, wait. Oh, wait. Okay, Abrielle said, girl, I would have came. Yeah, girl, I had to cancel it. I had to cancel it. Hey, Mary Jones, I get a chance to see you. Mary Jones is one of the people, they have me blocked where I can't see over here, but that's why I'm live. I'm not live, but that's why I'm looking at the comments. I'll get your big ass up. I see you over here, Mary Jones. Good to see you. Thank you. Thank you. Let me see. So I said exactly, goodbye. And Brielle said, I just can't do no damn makeup. I be jacking myself up every time, but that's why it was going to be fun because nobody is perfect in it. And we just go play in the makeup. I'm looking like, I thought that was fun for girls to do at every age. I guess not. Let me see. Tasha said, hey, my canvas. Chef, thank you for the 80 jewels. Mary said, hey, beautiful ladies. Chris said, always facts. Let them, yes. Tasha said, hey, my Chris, huh? Abrielle said, I would have screenshot my makeup for sure when I got done with that. Right, exactly, Abrielle. Let me see. Hey, my Bluest. Tasha said, Bluest said, honey, we can show up as Beyonce or Halle Berry and folks will still have something to say. It ain't go, it's endless. So you might as well stop it. If you think that's going to ever be the thing, it ain't never going to be. Never. Never. If you don't show yourself on the internet, if you show yourself in the real world, it's going to happen in the real world. Let me see. Chris said, yes, my default face can be stank, but I'm the sweetest person. Right. Right. I believe too, Chris. Blue said, let me see. Chris, you do have faces, Tracy. Darius! Hey, Darius! Darius said, you look nice, Grandma. You must have been in them streets. Darius, you ain't been in the YouTube streets enough. You have not been. I'm getting on Darius, y'all. Y'all get on Darius. Y'all get on Darius. It's fun because I definitely have fun doing it. Yeah, just playing the makeup. Like, we could have said, somebody could have said, I'm going to do a dramatic look. Somebody could have said, I'm going to do a soft look. Somebody could have said, I'm going to do a, like, if they know how to do it, could have been like, I'm going to do a, what they call that? Would it be black around your eye? What they call that? It'd be black down. Dang, I forgot what it's called. Let me see, Darius, I'm just looking at her looking good. Thank you, Chef. Thank you. I appreciate you. Okay, let me see. Darius said, hello, ladies. We miss you, Darius. Let me see. Abrielle said, yes, Chris. Got the faces too. Yep, she do. Tasha said, I would love the idea of confidence and insecurities topics. Yes, I was definitely interested in the makeup store. Yes, Tasha was trying to promote it, y'all. What up, Blue? Darius said, okay, yeah, shadow. The shadow. I love those. I don't know how to do it, but I love those looks on people. Okay, so let's talk about the solutions, y'all. Raccoon eye. Oh my God, I don't know if it's raccoon eye. Okay, let's talk about the solution. So now this is the question. What we gonna do about it? We learned all this stuff about people learn behaviors, their insecurities, their comparisons, and their mindset. What we gonna do about it? What we gonna do about it? Because we can't just talk about it. We got to be a solution, or at least try to be a solution, right? If we ain't here talking about it, that means you must be willing to be a solution. People looking and they ain't saying nothing. They could be thinking about it. Is this me? Is this somebody I know? Whatever. And they might not know. But if y'all talking on the way y'all been talking about it, y'all definitely could be a solution to it. So my sister Everia is nicer than she seems. And so fun. She is so precious. So I love her country twang. So funny. She is just I don't know. My girls are just a joy to be around. They just, I don't know. We got to get back together. Okay, let me see. Candace said, I stay the fuck away from step one, avoid those people. Yo, okay, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. Okay. So the first thing we'll have the self-awareness, okay? Which means what? Checking ourselves. Like I said, by pointing those fingers. Checking ourselves. This is like if you think you're one of those kind of people, or what you can help somebody else with. If they're one of those kind of people, what can we do? If we had those thoughts, because we agree we all probably had those thoughts at some point. At some point of our life, we were probably one of those people, not to the degree of social media or like out loud, but maybe thoughts or stuff like that. Self-awareness. Period. Okay, this one said, yes, thanks, Chico. What Chico say? Chico, oh, I didn't even see it. It's retracted. There. Let me see. Candace, I'm hollering. I know. Oh, which one you right though? Oh, Lord. So self-awareness, checking ourselves will help a lot. That if we people that's like that, they stop to check themselves, half the battle. That'd be half the battle. Asking, why is this bothering me? Why is somebody else nose bothering me? Why is somebody else's roll on their stomach bothering me? Why? Why? Is it them or is it like really me? Which one is it? She sounds so nasally and it get on my nerves, but I keep wanting to come listen to her. And I want to say that she's nasally, but like, is it really her being nasally or is it me? Because I want to keep listening to it. Anything like that. Anything like that. Let me see. Blue said, Candace, I'm serious, y'all. I removed myself. And Brielle said, Blue said, y'all let me know. Put a 1 in the chat for me real fast if y'all can hear me. That was my mama calling. Put a 1 in the chat real fast for me if y'all can hear me. Oh, wait. I probably could. Okay, yeah, y'all can hear me. Okay. Blue, did I pin it? Did it pin? Did it pin? Oh, yeah, it pin. All that Blue said. All that Blue said. Melissa said, number one, we got to stop being an enabler to learn behaviors and having a blind eye to deaf ears. Oh, you talking? Hold on. Let me call my mother, y'all, because she called it more than once. Hold on. Then I hope y'all can still hear me. Let me see. We got to stop. Okay. Abriel said, Gamma. But the thing is, they don't see an issue with how they are. Ma? You need something right now? Because I'm live. Oh, you made an appointment? I didn't even know you had an appointment. Oh, wow. Okay, well, huh? What'd you say? Okay. All right. Okay. We got to stop being an enabler and to learn behaviors and having a blind eye. So Melissa said, how about we hold people accountable? We're going to talk about the accountability in a second, too. A little bit about accountability and doing that in a respectful way. And then it works. It don't work when you try to be mean about it, but when you hold someone accountable in a way that they can appreciate, being respectful, it does work. I agree with you, Melissa. So solution is prayer. Ariel just said pray for him. Just pray for him. Oh my God, Ariel. Let me see. Hurt people blue. That's a fact. That's a fact. I like that, Blue. Ariel said, let me see. Blue, have you read the book Bluest Eyes? If they can't see their issues, it's truly on them. Yes. Look at those faces. Let me see. Blue says, yes, I love Boris said. And teacher, as well. Okay, Blue know exactly what you're talking about. Mary said, thanks for calling your beautiful mother. Yeah, she called twice, and I was like, hold on a second. Hold on. Hey, Squeaky said, hello, get my minds in chat. Hope all is having a great day. Chris Serena said, Nicole, hello. Nicole. Oh, Abrielle. Okay, I'm looking. Who's Nicole? Okay, Abrielle. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I knew it. Blue. Sarah said she's seeing it all over you. Hey, Father Fred. How you doing, Father Fred? Abrielle said, Gamma got all of us at therapy right now. It's so refreshing, Abrielle said. Abrielle, we got to get it together. We got to get it together. So, okay, so if we ask that question, we stop and check ourselves, ask that question, why are we bothered by whatever it is we project onto others? Is it really having something to do with me? And then another thing we can do is choose support over competition. We can literally choose to support somebody. Like, we literally, okay, we know, like, maybe like a year ago, a year and a half, I wanted to put together this group called Content Creators Club. And I picked like 10 content creators so it could stay small enough so we could work really closely together. We met a couple times, but it fell off. But that's where I chose support. Like, I didn't feel like especially at that time, and I don't think now either. I don't think I ever thought that. I never thought as other content creators being competition. I was thinking we support each other, we grow either together or separately or whatever, but we grow. And it didn't work out, but that's the mind example of the mind of choose to support somebody before you choose to compete with them, because that ain't gonna work for you. It ain't gonna work I promise you it's not gonna work. That competing like that in that kind of aggressive way that don't make sense. It don't make sense. It really don't make sense. So it costs nothing to uplift the next person. It costs nothing. Like, literally, I promise you, you can do it all day long and it'll never be 1 cent. Never. A compliment does not take anything away from you. Like, you don't have to compliment how nobody look. You could compliment something, their accomplishments, something you see them doing. You could compliment a personality. You could compliment their consistency. You could compliment a million things about somebody. The way they mother, the way they are on a job, the way they dust. It don't matter what it is. It costs nothing to compliment somebody else, right? Another woman shining does not dim your light. If you see another person shining, it is never going to dim your light. It's a matter of if you want to be in a room with the light so that you can shine together. But it's not going to dim your light if you compliment another woman or, acknowledge something about another woman. Let me see. Everybody speaking the squeaky. It's a red. Yes, this is good. Caitlin said. Darius said, it's your fault if you don't like you or disrespect you. You must be in the wrong some way. Okay, because it's a reflection of you a lot of times, right? That was good, though. Abrielle said your mindset was we're stronger together. Absolutely. Y'all know what I say over here. I say that we all bring something different to the table. That's how we create a feast. We don't want no 10 pans of macaroni and cheese over here. We don't want 10 turkeys. We don't want 10 pans of green beans. Ooh, YouTube, count your days. We want to all bring something different to the table so we can create a feast, okay? That's how you create a feast, if everybody brings something different, right? Let's see. Blue said, not Darius. Oh, how did it go all the way up here? Blue said, not Darius. Abrielle said, true, yes. Sarette said, yes. A compliment doesn't take anything away from you. If anything, it's gonna do more for you. It's probably gonna do more for you to be that type of person. I promise you. It'll bring something to you before it takes something away from you. Let me see. Blue said, you never know what a person is grappling with. Kindness is free. It's free. Free 99, like they say. Thank you, Abrielle, for those 2 jewels and 2 jewels and 2, 2, 2, 2. I see all of that. Chris said, when you compliment others, it actually displays how confident you are in yourself. Yes, you're secure. You know who and whose you are. I really believe that, Chris. You hit that on the nail. Hey, TMC, come through, get my hey, everyone, moderators in chat. How you doing, TMC? Let me see. Right, Chris? Caitlin says, everybody speaking to TMC. Melissa said, Gamma, I disagree with the saying hurt people. Hurt people. Only because after being hurt so much in my life, I try hard not to hurt someone. I do fail at times. Okay, we need to probably fix that then. Now, all hurt people don't hurt people, because some hurt people, I think they're meaning if you are able to hurt somebody, in your case, you must have been hurt. Because we know overall, as a whole, all hurt people don't hurt people, because some hurt people learn from that and can be the best version of themselves because of the hurt, and can be the best to other people because they've been hurt. So we should fix that. I think it's a saying people say, but it's not a blanket statement, because that's not true for everybody, because some people can become better through their hurt. But there's some people can use that in a different way, and then don't know how to communicate or acknowledge their hurt and fix that hurt within themselves, and then they end up pouring that hurt onto somebody else because of that. Is that better, Melissa? Let me see. Blue laughing. Let me see. Philip said, if 99 people told you how fabulous you were and one person said you were terrible and worthless, is that one comment that will bug you? Some people it will. Some people will wait until that one comment and let it drive them crazy. I believe it is people out there like that. Good for you, Melissa. Surratt said. Yes. Derry said, I don't get jealous, but men are in competition in life, and it makes it enjoyable. Don't get mad, get even. Derry said he turned it into a whole thing where he don't let it affect him in a negative way. He lets that make him better. That's what he said. And that's a good thing. Like, instead of you, if you look at somebody and you admire something about them, instead of want to be in competition or want to start calling names or doing all that, do it. Do it and be better. Do it better. Be as good or be even better. That's all you do. Turn that thing around to a good thing. Let me see. Blue said, Philip, it's unfortunate but true. Yes. Kayla said, I agree with that too, Melissa. Yes, that is true. That is true, Chris said. See how that's what I'm talking about, the different perspectives. Because that saying is very common. People use that all the time. But when you think of it, like when Melissa said, hold on, I know people say that, but that's not for everybody, and that's true. That's not for everybody. We probably should be careful when we're saying that in the context we're saying it in, right? Derry said, what if 99 say you're terrible and your mama say you're good? Right. Where you gonna put that? Where you gonna put that? Where you gonna hold the most? What's gonna hold the most weight? I wonder. I guess different people might take it different ways, right? Melissa said, okay, thank you, Gamma, for saying it that way. Yes. TLC said, Gamma, you're absolutely beautiful today. Thank you. You go, queen. I love the updo. Super cute. Thank you. Y'all so sweet up in here tonight. Now, where is Ray? Ray probably at work. Let me see. TMC is saying hi to Melissa. Blue said, thanks for your perspective, Melissa. I appreciate looking at things from different angles. Yes. Absolutely. Blue said, thanks for your perspective, Melissa. I appreciate looking, okay, from different angles. I got that. Okay. Blue said, Serena's my birthday. Is it here? I don't know where Ray is. Okay. So we talked about support. Oh, we said the compliment don't cost you nothing. Your somebody else's shine is not going to dim your own light. You ain't got to worry about that. There's plenty of light. God made light. They ain't going nowhere. He don't shine it on one person. We good in that way. We good. Okay. Another thing we could do is create safe spaces. Whether you're a content creator or you in a school or you're at a job or you at a family gathering, you can decide to create a safe space, right? We need places where women can show up without being torn down. We got enough places where they can be torn down. It's up to us to create spaces where they won't be torn down, right? Not saying every space should be uplifting the women. We ain't saying all of that. It don't have to happen. It'd be nice if the world was like that, but it's not. So we can't expect that. But we can choose to be the person to create a safe space. Like if it's a girls' night out, you can create that safe space. Okay, it could be a manager at a job. You can create that safe space. If you're a content creator, you can create that safe space. You can do it. You can do it. Let people who don't want to do it not do it if they don't want to do it. But if you feel like you want to be that person, you can be that person. Let me see. Gabrielle said he's probably working or getting ready for work. Yep. Let me see. What does my boo mean? Like my boo is like my girl or my boy. Like my friend, like that. Let me see. Celeste said, Blue said, what you looking for him for? My bad, Blue. Hey, beautiful Blossom. How you doing? Greetings, it's Gamma's World and Chatters. How you doing, beautiful Blossom? I was looking at your short the other day. You had the little pixie cut on with them lashes. I was like, oh, I wish I could do some lashes, but child, them things be all over my face. You was too cute. I was like, they rocking these short haircuts. You had one. Tasha had one. Y'all better do it. Let me see. Caitlin said, hey, Bloom. Thank you, Bloom. Beautiful Blossom, for the 2 jewels. I appreciate you. TMC said, okay, now who is Ray What I miss? Ray is a staple on It's Gamma's World. He's the blue, no, not the blue. He's the blue-green committee. He here to monitor, to try to force everybody to become green in the screen over here. He's serious about that. He don't understand why people have black names in the screen. He gonna keep worrying y'all. He don't want to talk to y'all if y'all not green in the screen. That's Ray. Come back and you'll see Ray. He don't be playing. Let me see. Hey, Blossom, Serenity Chris said. Thank you, Blossom, for that flow to heart. I appreciate y'all for that. Thank y'all. Let me see. Beautiful Blossom said, hey, y'all. Chris said, you have to meet him, TMC. Right. He speak for himself. Let me see. Caitlin said, Philip is for friends and people you love. Absolutely. Thank you, Caitlin. Yes, Blossom looking cute. Yes, she was. She was. Let me see. TMC said, beautiful Blossom. Let me see. Hey, Boo Blue said, Darius said, Philip, don't call no grown man boo. Right. Right. Men don't normally call men boo. That's kind of like, a lot of times, that's what females refer to some as each other and to men. I don't know why. I don't want to be biased, but it is how it's usually used. So, yes. Ray is a trip. Yes, he is. Cousin Ray, yes. Darius, let him know, Chris said. Okay. So create a safe space, okay? So we need more places where women can show up without being torn down. Y'all know It's Gamma's World will forever be a place where it ain't never been a thing. Now, I don't get into no tearing down mood. Of course, I might call people a couple fools or something like that, but that's if they acting like a fool. Not just willingly calling them a fool. They kind of like blatantly show in the chat that they're acting a fool, and I just kind of like let them know what they acting like. But it's generally 99% of the time a safe space. Let me know if y'all agree. Creating spaces where people don't have to defend themselves just because they exist. We don't always want to be in a place just because I exist. I got to be in here defending myself. I got to defend myself on this job just because I'm existing. I'm just an employer. Like, whatever it is, like, we need to create spaces where we don't have to be defending ourselves just because we simply exist, okay? And another thing we can do is accountability without disrespect. Okay? Now, we can hold each other accountable, but we don't have to tear each other down to do it. Okay? We can be real without being mean. You can be real without being mean. I be real all the time. And I really think about how can I say this? Because I don't be saying stuff just to be real in my mouth. I be saying stuff because I want people to listen. I be having a real thought process on what I'm talking about. And if I can't persuade you, I really want you to be open to my train of thought and why I think the way I do. So if we are just careful about how we bring things to people, that would mean the world of good right there by itself. So y'all tell me, if for the females in the chat, what kind of woman do you want to be? Do you want to be the one that tears people down, or do you want to be the woman who builds somebody up? Y'all let me know in the chat. Let me see. Abriel said, a fool got to be a fool in a book of Gamma. Exactly. You can't stop nobody from being a fool now. If they're a fool, they're just a fool. Let me see. I love those points Saret said. Thank you, Saret. Let me see. Melissa said, Gamma 100. So y'all tell me which one. Y'all gonna leave here tonight. We talked about solutions. Which one you gonna be? Are y'all gonna be the person that wants to tear somebody down, or are you going to be the person to want to lift somebody up sometime or another? You ain't got to make a commitment to say, oh, I'm going to live the rest of my life doing this 8 hours a day. No, you can say, once a week, I want to be the one to compliment somebody and let them know, you know what, when you put that lotion on, you reminded me I do have to get my elbows. I love the way you put lotion on. Thank you. It can be as simple as that. As simple as that. Let me see. Caitlin, she don't play about somebody. Said, I'm striving to uplift others, Chris said. Everyone said it depends. Now, if you act a fool with me, I might want to tear you down. But you act like you got some sense, I might want to lift you up. I think that's what Abriel might be saying. Beautiful Blossom said the hearts. Thank you for that 30 jewels. Beautiful Blossom. Thank you. Suret said, I love a jokey joke and a little mess, but I will always pick lifting other women up any day. Yes. We gotta at least incorporate it. We got to at least incorporate it somewhere, right? Even if you stay in your mess or whatever, we got to stop for our own, our own sake to just stop and uplift somebody somewhere, right? Melissa said, I would much rather be a builder-upper versus having a mindset to building up folks on sinking sand. Blue said, I love that we have landed in a gendered space To not make a person feel bad for referring to another man as boo is harmless. Exactly. You're right. You're right. You're right. And Brielle said, I'm with you. And Brielle said, definitely what I'm saying. 100% it depends on the person. Okay. She said, it's going to depend. She ain't going to promise you nothing. She ain't going to promise us. She ain't going to promise us. So we decided what we wanted to be. Most of us said we want to think about it. It's going to be depending. As a lot of us said that we want to be the person to be Kayla said, an uplifter. Okay? Exactly. So, because at the end of the day, it's our choice, right? We're going to make a choice. We can make a choice to not be, to be, and it's your choice. Nobody can make you. Really can't have nothing to say about you because it'll point back to, if I feel like you should, then it's going to point back to me because why am I that bothered by you not wanting to do it, right? Still going to reflect back on us at all times, right? So we can't control everybody. We can't stop every negative comment. We can't change every mindset, but we can decide what kind of woman we want to be. We can decide that. That's a decision we can make because I randomly uplift others all the time, even strangers, like you said, whether it's about hair, nails, outfit, or whatever. And Brielle just said that, y'all. And Brielle do more uplifting than probably 90% of the people I know. She playing when she say that. All she do is uplift others. She just saying that, y'all. She just want to be saying something. Katie said, Brielle, or talking like a fool. Right. Blue said, I'm definitely a woman who empowers men, women, boys, girls. Yes. Exactly. Darius said, Blue, you giving mixed signals, men not supposed. Okay, don't get Darius started. Don't get Darius started. He gonna let up. Don't get him started. I love this topic Brielle said. Especially Brielle definitely did. Yes, she does all the time. Let me see. That's Rainbow Dairy. Let me see. Brielle said, hush, you got my girl. You know you faking. Okay, so, but if enough of us choose healing over hurting, support over competition, the whole thing changes. The whole thing changes if we just stop to do that. Pick the healing over the hurt and the support over competition, right? Brielle says to Red, not her calling somebody out. Exactly. So we know that none of this will happen overnight, right? We know it ain't gonna happen overnight, but changes can be made. It can be made on a little scale, even if it's one person. Good. If you go to work and want to become that person tomorrow, the job is done, right? Drop in my comments. Come back here and drop my comments if y'all actually did something and then there go, the job was done, right? Let me see. Darius said, okay, Miss, I'm starting now, Lord. And Brielle said, yes. And Brielle said, collaboration over competition. Absolutely. Because it ultimately starts with us, right? Starts with us. So let's just be better together in any kind of way we can. If this conversation spoke to y'all in any kind of way, y'all make sure y'all give it a like. Share it with another woman. Share it with another woman. The people who commented, the members in the chat, I appreciate y'all. Off top, y'all know that. All the people who came in the chat and commented and made the conversation go. Y'all had so many good comments. Y'all be doing it. Y'all know I be sometimes when I drop these topics, y'all know y'all gonna come in here and go crazy like y'all do every time. Thanks for all the super chats, the gives, 42 likes and 22 people in the building. I mean, what I tell y'all about It's Gamma's World. What It's Gamma's World is, most like 99% of the time, it's 100%. It's 100% because what? That like button is always outdoing the people in the chat, okay? So always 100%. And so we know that it starts with us. And we thanking everybody for coming in. Y'all give it a couple minutes for the live to upload. I need for y'all to go and hype this live up. And the reason why I really want y'all to hype this live up, because somebody really need to hear this. Somebody really need to hear it. So if y'all could promise me, and I'm going to give y'all a reminder tomorrow to come back after this is loaded. Sometimes it take a couple minutes. Sometimes it take an hour. And I know that's like tedious to put that on your mind to remember to go back and hype it. I don't know why they don't let people hype it while the live is going, but they don't. But y'all make sure y'all hype it because y'all got to know somebody who got to hear this. And when you do that, it pushes the video out so that people can, it'll come across their feed and they can learn the stuff that we just learned about. So we got to do that. We know that we 10.5K strong, and we appreciate every subscriber. So push it out. That'll help for people to come subscribe and we can talk about this stuff some more together. Let me see. The Let me see. I want to say special thanks to the Nadira's novels for bringing not the subject, but bringing up National Women's History Month this month in March. So y'all please go sub to her because she is one of those safe spaces we've been talking about. Go over there and sub to her because she did remind me about, well, not remind me because I didn't even know it existed. She told me about it being National Women's History Month and made me want to do something that pertained to us. And I'm probably going to try to bring a couple more. Like, I know I have, what did I just say? No, confident. Y'all know I got to write it down. Because I'm looking like, wait, what did I say I was going to do it on? Hold on. On confidence, we got to do another one on confidence. And then we're going to do the other one on whatever it was. I forgot which one it was. I can't remember. Okay, let me see. Blue said, Darius, as someone who teaches gender studies, I don't give mixed signals. It has a lot to deal with, manhood and masculinity when one is secure in that aspect. Terms of endearment are harmless. And Abrielle said, please hit the like button for our beautiful host. Thank you, Abrielle. Good night, Darius. Blossom said, I love this Gamma. Catch a replay, catch a replay, catch a replay. Melissa said, Gamma. David Chris said, great conversation. Yes. Blue said, amen, Gamma. Melissa said, great chat session. Yes. Y'all know y'all was chatting it up. Abrielle, 10.5K strong, man. Yes, it is. It is. Blue said, those are t-shirt slogans, Gamma. They are. They are. They are. Shout out to Nadira. Yes, shout out to Nadira. Y'all go over there. Y'all see a lot of stuff. Like, she has a lot of things to inspire women. She is very articulate. I love her posts. They're very long. So if you got a minute, you'll be able to read. And then if I like to audio book, so she does an audio of the post so you can hear her voice. And she really has a great speaking voice. I feel so called when she does those. Let me see. I love to see it. Abrielle said, Chris said, Blue, I love your perspective. Yes. When you're in education, you have a very clear thought process on that. A lot of people who have learned behaviors don't grasp onto things like that. My background is in education, so it's easy for me to know exactly what she's saying. But when we have people who have not come from that and just learn behaviors and traditions and things like that, it's harder. And I know that too. So yeah. Let me see. Blue said, thanks for the fruitful conversation. Get my chat. Yes, Blue. Darius said, oh, Lord. Okay. Blue said, Chris, thank you, love. Your kind words brought me joy. Yes. All my educators said yes. Yes, y'all. So thanks so much for coming. I appreciate everybody who came in here. We had a couple new people coming up in here. I'm glad y'all came. I'm so happy for all the people who've been coming up in here, coming back again. Y'all know I always say, make sure you come back. So thank y'all. I will see y'all next live. Hopefully, I want to say tomorrow. But then y'all know Thursday we got game night. So we're going to see. But I'm definitely coming back. We only got a couple more days in a month. And I got 2 more topics I want to bring. So y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Get Your Big Ass Up over there. I was traumatized. I gained a pound before. Y'all go over there and look at the video. Some of the videos, not as short. I gained a pound. I don't know how the hell I gained a pound. ChatGPT tells me it's because of water retention, some mess I don't want to hear about. But that's what they said. So I'll be over there talking about my new goal weight that I set. And what was the other thing? Oh, doing a live to doing a live because y'all know I do brick by brick. For every pound I lose, I take a brick off. So I had one halfway off. I had to put that one back on. And I gained the whole pound, so I had to put a brick back on here. Or I should have waited till the live. But that's what we're doing over there to highlight this weight loss journey. But I'm going to keep going anyways. The devil is a lie. That pound is a devil. So, yes. Everyone said hit that like button. Blue said some red. Caitlin said, I don't know the game yet, Caitlin. I don't know yet. I've been waiting till last minute now. Y'all remember I used to have them like a week. I used to have them like a month in advance. Oh, let me see. Blue said, Caitlin, stop cheating. I couldn't resist it. Just joking. Abrielle said, if you're on the replay, please hit the like button. Yes, if you're on this replay, don't forget to hit that like button. Support, Get Your Big Ass Up. When you see Chris put it down there exactly how it's spelled. That's my page for my weight loss journey. Y'all go over there and subscribe and look at my content and see how heartbroken I was this morning when I woke up. Oh, I was about to cry, but I was like, I'm not going to do it. Let me see. Join the journey. Yes. Rest said, keep going. I am going to keep going. I ain't thinking about that pound. That pound could go somewhere because it got, well, I had 99. It got 71 more pounds to go. So I ain't thinking about that pound. Thanks so much for support. Oh, Nightbot, where you come from? What? Okay, let me see. Kenneth said, Who's on my team? She said, laugh out loud, Blue. You and Rego cheat, Lord. Blue said, Gabba, I knew you were an educator. I can hear it. I can hear it. And you wear well. Thank you. We all can tell. You can tell when you meet an educator. You know, like I could, like you can literally tell. I don't know what it is, but you can tell. Let me see. Come on, Chris. BK Lynn, I'm trying to win. She said, come on, Chris. Blue said, Chris, please. Please. Oh my God. Okay. Chris said, let go. All right, y'all. Thanks for coming in. I will see y'all next time, okay?